Lord. Tony Thompson of the R&B group, the 90s R&B group, High Five. You know what I'm saying? There was a big hit back in the 1990s and the 91s and the 92s. You know what I'm saying? You probably know them by the song, I like the way you kiss me when you, well, I forgot, you know how the song go. You know what I'm saying? Well, Tony Thompson was the lead singer. And I want to thank you, Brother Cordell Diggs, for sending me the donation for this video. Let me go ahead and say my intro. I want to thank you for tuning in, logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour, right here, Illuminati Radio. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you're new to this page, please hit that follow button and turn on all your notification bells so you can be notified when I drop this breaking news on you. Like I said, turn on your notification bells and hit that follow button. As well as if you have any special request videos that you want me to do, there's a small donation of $5. The donation link is in the description box below. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, you know what I'm saying? Tony, let me tell you something. Tony Thompson. Oh yeah, I forgot. I want to thank you, Brother Cordell Diggs, for sending me the donation for this video, if I didn't say it already. Sometimes it slips my mind. Sometimes it slips my mind. But let me tell you something. And it's not a coincidence that R. Kelly was involved in some of this guy's projects. Back in the 90s, the between 90s, 91s, and 92s, you know what I'm saying, Jive Record was a big music distributor. Jive Records was just as big as Universal and you know what I'm saying, Capitol Records. Jive Records was that, you know what I'm saying, was that. And who was Jive Records owned by? Jive Records was owned by some rich billionaire African. Yeah, I shit you not. Some rich billionaire African owned Jive Records. And like I told you guys, people, you know what I'm saying, the same thing that happened to R. Kelly is the same thing that happened to Tony Thompson. I'm going to give you an example of what happened to R. Kelly. R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying, could have got signed to any label. You know what I'm saying? Any label as a solo act because R. Kelly can sing. R. Kelly can blow. R. Kelly can sing like nobody else can sing. You know R. Kelly is a very talented man, no matter how many sexual, you know what I'm saying, devious minds he got, but he can sing. So why would a label would not sign him? Because that's part of the ritual. Part of the ritual is you got to get signed as a group because one of the group members got to be the dummy. So I'm going to tell you like this. So when R. Kelly went to go get signed to Jive Records, they denied him. They said go and find a group and we will sign you as a group. So R. Kelly went back and got uh, a public announcement, and he signed as a group. It was public announcement. Kelly only lasted that one album with that group, public announcement, and then after that one album, he went off to fly. What happened to public announcement? Well, one of their public announcement members is gay. That's the dummy. You see what I'm saying? So I say that to say this. You have this High Five and you have this Tony Thompson. Tony Thompson was discovered down in Texas. Down in Texas. And he used to sing real good. You know what I'm saying? And some manager by the name of Vinny, I forgot his name. Vinny something. His manager, now get this. He was in a church, and people will come to the church just to hear him sing. So some manager, some guy by the name Vinny something, you know what I'm saying, heard his talent and said instead of this guy Vinny signing Tony as a solo act to Jive Records, he said, can you go get a group? Can you get 2 more members? And I can get you signed. Why do you need, if Tony Thompson is a sensation, if he can sing, why would you need a group? Why would you need to sign him as a group? Huh? Montel Jordan was not signed as a group. This is how we do it. Montel Jordan wasn't signed as a group. Why the hell you needed, you know what I'm saying, Tony Thompson signed as a group? Soon as Tony Thompson went and got 2 or 3 more people, guess what? This manager went and immediately signed him to Jive Records. 3 albums came out of High Five, because High Five was born, you know what I'm saying? For 3 albums came out of High Five. And let me tell you something. Whatever happened to the other members? One of the other members had to be a dummy. One of the other members had to be a dummy out of, you know what I'm saying, this High Five group. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about the other members, but I'm just telling you more about Tony Thompson because that's who I did my research on. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? He passed his soul to the fire to Moloch the same way R. Kelly passed his soul to the fire to Moloch. You notice Jive Records ain't around no more. Jive Records didn't go bankrupt. Why Jive Records ain't around no more? What happened to the big billionaire owner of Jive Records, which will happen to be an African? That African was signing all sorts of black Hebrew acts to the label, ritualizing them, killing them. That black African who owned Jive Records is responsible for killing a lot of black Hebrews, a lot of black Negroes. That black African that owns Jive Records. Do your research. You know what I'm saying? Research who owns, you know what I'm saying, Jive Records. I bet you it was, because he probably dead now. I don't know what happened to him. It was some black African. And all he signed was black acts. All he did was rituals. You know what I'm saying? That's why you had to sign as a group, because 3 people go in the casket. 1 person becomes a dummy. The same way you have Destiny Child. 3 people went in that casket. Kelly, Michelle, and Beyonce. 2 people enjoy success. 1 person becomes a dummy. You know what I'm saying? When R. Kelly and Public Announcement went in that casket, 2 people enjoy success. 1 person becomes a dummy. You know what I'm saying? And so forth and so forth. Back then, back in the 90s and the not early and late 90s, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? You had to sign as a group because somebody had to be the damn dummy. But you know what I'm saying? He died. After that, he then went off to sign to some big beat records, and then he went to sign to P. Diddy records, and then he died at the age of 31. But who's responsible for this man's death? The same person that brought him in. That manager. Whoever that manager is. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that manager is. I didn't do the research on that manager, but whoever that manager is, that's the one that's responsible for Tony Thompson's death. You know what I'm saying? That's the one who got a check for Tony Thompson's death. That's the one who is Tony Thompson's handler. I want to thank you, Brother Cordell Diggs, for sending me the donation for this video. If you have any special request videos that you want me to do, it's a small donation of $5. The donation link is in the description box below. Let's go! I want to thank you all for tuning in and logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour right here on Illuminati Radio. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this page, please hit that follow button and turn on all your notification bells. Till next time, stay tuned. God bless you.